Hey folks, thanks for joining us. I'm Henish and the host of I've Got a Theory. I'm here with my friend Haley O'Neill, and Haley O'Neill is a designer with San Diego Design Collective.
Yep, that's correct.
And she's an awesome designer. She's designed my ADU and does a lot of work around town and is getting a lot of publicity that way. But we're not here to talk about your business.
We can, but
it's
okay.
Related, but you've got a theory and I want to hear more about it.
Yeah, well, we stand by design meets needs, and sometimes I want to talk about color because people don't know how to use color in a modest way sometimes.
Okay.
And if you like a color, I don't suggest putting it all over your walls. There's different ways to display the color you like in art and accessories.
So is this for interior design and for furnishings? So not just walls, but also the stuff that you put in there.
The stuff that you put in there. Don't overwhelm yourself because it is proven statistically and theoretically and scientifically that color affects your mood.
Okay, tell me more.
Like if you love the color red and you're gonna put it on your walls, your blood pressure is gonna rise and you're gonna feel a little anxious. And it's just the way.
Why do you think that happens?
It's the way we see color and the way it affects our mood. It affects somebody completely different, one person or the other. So you could be living with somebody that feels a different way towards it, but statistically, it's just the color is aggravating almost. But again, it can also be a romantic color as well. So it depends on how you see the color, but statistically, it is proven that it gives you a little rage. So if you're feeling a little anxious in your home and you love the color red and it's all over your walls and you're feeling anxious, you might want to take it down a notch.
Well, I mean, I remember 10, 15 years ago, red accent walls were all the rage.
Yes, they were. Now they're not. There's a reason.
Yeah, and was it because people were getting in fights and then having to move out and then repaint the walls?
Maybe. If you use it in a modest way, it's fine. But if you're in the daylight, you're at home all the time, and all of your walls are red, you're gonna probably feel a little anxious.
So how do you help out in those kind of scenarios? How do you get people the colors they want and make sure that they understand the moods they're getting into?
Yeah, well, depends what you're using the room for. There's a purpose for every room. So I feel like if you're in the bathroom or something, like a blue is a good mood or good color for your mood because it's very tranquil and calming. So there's a place and a color for every room, depending on what you're going to utilize it for.
How much does nature impact your color choice? Like, for example, I just think about green and how much I like green and how people like forests and foliage and things like that.
Green is great. Green actually stimulates a part of your brain as well, like every other color. But green is also a calming, soothing color because of the nature feel to it. Depending on what hue of color you're going for will reflect how you adjust to it.
Okay, so is there anything further with this color theory, or is it more that just you're trying to share that if you choose colors for your house, there are mood implications for it?
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
It's before picking paint colors or having colors dominate your house, you really want to think about what the room's purpose is. And if it's for sleeping, I don't know if a red room is really going to do you justice.
Gotcha.
Red rooms can be done in party rooms or an entryway to make it really elegant and elaborate in that entry. So,
yeah, because they do this, if you go to a fancy Italian restaurant and all the seats are red velvet booths, right? You get a lot of red and dark woods and those kind of places.
Yeah, but usually those have dim lights too. So lighting also has an effect on the mood of your environment, and it reflects off the paint and everything. So at night, it is a whole different feel when you have these colors on the wall.
You never think about how the colors you choose will affect your mood when you're at the paint store and looking at paint chips.
No, you don't.
So you kind
and it can be overwhelming.
So you basically need to get someone that's a professional to interpret your colors to make sure that it matches with what the mood of the room is supposed to be.
I would say, get a consultation, do an hour consultation with somebody and go through each room that you're thinking about and really process what you really want out of the room and how you want it to make you feel. I think that is the key to choosing a paint color.
Sweet. Thanks for visiting and sharing your theory.